Hello, mixtresses and mixters. This is mixtressrae. You're watching Mixtress Video. So today I'm going to do something a little weird. I was thinking that today I wanted to do my year ahead spread for myself, and I started thinking that it would be kind of meaningful to me to record it. And then I thought, how fun would it be to like share it with everybody? I mean, so this is kind of a personal thing. Um, so it's a little weird to do this like publicly. However, I thought it could be like a fun hangout session if you're interested in like setting up your own little ritual space, if you haven't done your year ahead spread yet and it's something that you would like to do, or if you just like to relax and watch me do mine and maybe steal some ideas of like, not like I do anything super unique with my year ahead spread. I basically just made this shit up before I pressed record. So, what I'm going to do, these are the decks I'm going to use here: Vintage Wisdom, Darkwood Tarot, Goddess Oracle, Kali Oracle, and this is, I always get the name of this one wrong. Let me get out the box and I'll just show it to you. Oracle of the Strange Forest by Gabrielle Cash. This one is available on Etsy, and the rest of these are mass market that you can get pretty easily if you're interested in any of these decks. And the way that I'm thinking I will do it, and of course, once I get started, like with any spread, I could change it at the last minute, but I'm going to pick, as most year ahead spreads go, I'm going to pick a card, a tarot card for each month. At the start of each season, so whichever month is the month that corresponds to the beginning of a season, I'm going to pick a goddess card to go with that season and also an animal spirit card to go with that season. So that particular month will have two oracle cards corresponding to it, a goddess and an animal. But every other month is going to have a vintage wisdom oracle card associated with the tarot card. And then I'm going to pick a Kali Oracle card as like an overall theme of the year. So I'm just going to pick one card from that deck. So I have anointed my spell candle down here, which you can't really see very well. I chose black because black is just kind of my overall color for ritual work, because it is grounding and protective. So like my main, like any spells that I do for the most part are protective spells. So I picked Malediction as my ritual oil today. This is a Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab perfume that has just two notes in it. It's red patchouli and vetiver. So this one is, I use this a lot. So wait, I anointed my Darkwood tarot bag with that oil. What I anointed the candle with is this Samhain ritual oil from Midnight Muses subscription box. I don't know if you can buy that on the site. Probably you can. I really, really like it. And it doesn't list what like the notes are or anything, but it's like almond oil mixed with, I don't know, it just feels like a very woodsy ritual scent. So I rubbed that all over my hands and all over this candle. And I think the reason why I just said malediction, I anointed this candle with malediction, is because I apparently am supposed to do that. So I'm just gonna do that right there. Okay. And the incense that I chose today is also, I'm being very like mindful about everything that I'm choosing here, because it's a ritual. The incense that I chose is also from the Midnight Muses subscription box. I believe she hand makes the incense, the creator. I don't know her name, sorry. And it's meant to be like a cleansing the space sort of incense. So it's a very kind of clean, strong smell. In fact, I normally wouldn't burn it in this little area where I record because I'm in like a closet right now. So if it gets overwhelming, I might just move it to like outside of this space. But I'm pretty tolerant of incense being burned at all times. Okay, so right now I'm going to light my incense and my spell candle with the intention of a beautiful 2021. I would like to be protected. I would like for me and all of my loved ones to be healthy and protected and calm and joyful. Healthy, protected, calm, and joyful. For me and everyone I love, and everyone that loves me, and everyone watching this video. Calm, protected, healthy, and joyful. And this spell candle, like I always do with spell candles, will burn until it has burned out on its own. Wow, that incense. Normally I have to like, look at it and kind of blow it out myself. But it went for it. That's a good sign. Okay, I'm going to move some of these things out of the frame because most likely I'm not going to be able to fit this whole thing on the screen because there's going to be a lot of cards involved. And I sprayed some Palo Santo clearing spray on this. It's actually a coat, but I wanted the fuzzy leopard background, so I just put a coat on my little tarot table here. So I sprayed the Palo Santo. I did some of this ritual like before I started, but it was just because that's the way that I do rituals. I just kind of make them up as I go. This is going to be like a quite long video probably already. Okay, so now I'm just going to sit down and start with my shuffling, which means I need to figure out where I'm going to sit. I've got the tripod in my way, but I also want to make sure that you guys can see me shuffling, because what's the point of shuffling on camera if you can't see it? So, yes, I think you can see that. It's hard for me to tell because the camera / my phone is so high up. So this one is going to be, I need to actually take a second and like write down my year ahead spread information, because I need to decide like which are the months that are just gonna have this. Okay. I hope you can see that. I think you can. Okay. So we're gonna have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, sorry, this is very sloppy, but that's kind of always how I do things. Like, I'm not a pretty journaler. Okay, I had sort of intended to have a little bit extra room. Here we go. We'll do, so the overall theme, as far as numerologically, for me, this is a hermit year. And then I'm also going to be picking a card from this Kali Oracle as an overall theme. So I will put that at the top here as well. And then we're gonna give some lines to my unlined paper, because some of these are gonna have, all of these are gonna have at least 2 cards associated with them. And then those months that begin a season will have 3 cards associated with them. So those, we begin, okay, so our next season that will begin is going to be spring. So spring begins in March. So we're going to use, spring is fire. That's my personal association with spring. So I will mark it that way. And then we will have summer. So summer begins in June, right? Yeah. Yeah, because it's Cancer. Okay. So then we have, I associate summer with water. So then we have September for fall, and that is air. And then we have December for winter, which again, my own personal association. I think that's not kind of the traditional associations. So like, don't take what I say as like Wiccan truth ever, really ever, because I make all this shit up myself for the most part. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, I'm excited, but I don't have space to set things aside as per usual. Okay, so I'll bring that little notebook back once we're picking cards. Okay, so this one will be, okay, we just had how many cards? 5. Just jump right the fuck out. Let's see, I'm thinking this one and this one want to be here. So how many? So we have 8 months that need one of these cards associated with them. Okay, here's 3. Oh my god. Okay, you're very talkative today. There's 5. Vintage Wisdom is very talkative. 6. Like, you want to come out, but do you really want to come out? 7 and 8. Okay. Finding places to set things. Okay. All right, we're just going to set those aside and we'll assign where they go after. The goddess cards, again, I'm going to be picking a goddess card for each season. This is kind of like a new thing that I'm doing this year. Like, normally I don't pick goddess. Normally, this is like the second time I've done a year ahead spread, or second or third. Last year I didn't do goddess cards for the like year ahead spread because I like to pick for each, generally it's each full moon and each new moon I pick a goddess. However, it just feels right to me to do one goddess per season this year. So that is what I'm doing this year. Okay, so let's be specific about that. Or maybe not, because there's these 2 and then those 2. Okay, and then we'll decide in a minute what season they go with. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kind of spread these out. It's weird not having music while I'm doing this, but I don't want to get into like copyright shit with stupid YouTube, so I'm not going to have music right now. But just pretend that I'm listening to, oh, you know what I should do? I should put a link to my Witchual, and I'm not, it sounds stupid to say out loud, but it's witch mixed with ritual is the idea of the title of this particular playlist. I have a witchual playlist, and it's what I play it a lot, not every time like I do like ritual type stuff, but I do play it a lot during rituals. I play it a lot during just bath time. It's my bath time playlist kind of. And I'll put a link to the Spotify version of that playlist below, because that's normally what I would probably be listening to right now. And it's a lot of like Israeli spiritual kind of music. For whatever reason, that is what resonates with me. This one's not feeling right. My hand just like shook as I was trying to set that down. I'm feeling hesitant. I feel like this one I need to choose between those two. So I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to flip this over. Choosing between bee and salamander. Yeah, it needs to be salamander. For me, I'm not much of a bee person. Okay. I mean, I love bees. Don't get me wrong. I got no problem with bees. I think I might actually set this ritual candle aside as well. Because it's going to be in the way and the candle keeps tipping. So if I set it properly upright and then somewhere where I'm not bumping into the table over and over, then it will have its space to do its thing. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is the time to now decide what these seasons are. This one is summer. This one is winter. This one is fall. So spring, summer, winter, fall. Or spring, summer. Was that an intentional? Yeah, it was. Okay. Sorry, I'm not like... This maybe wasn't the best idea. If I watch this video afterwards and it looks like stupid, then I might just not upload it. I also have, I didn't even mention, like the stones I chose were kind of intentional. I'm wearing a carnelian for like power, to call in like power and passion. And I'm wearing amethyst because amethyst is good for just like tapping into the psychicness that we need for this reading. And I'm wearing onyx for protection. And I'm wearing a labradorite pendant, which you can't see right now. And then this is labradorite as well, because labradorite's like my stone. Yeah, it's just very personal to me. And then this is a little collie fire agate situation. I'm actually going to set her... I'm propping her up against... That is the sound of Kali being propped against my little spell candle holder, which you can't see, but just so you know what's happening. All right, can you see all of that? Pretty much. Not that it matters, because I haven't flipped them over yet. Okay, here's the big thing. The tarot for the year. And I chose Darkwood Tarot simply because this is a deck that I immediately resonated with when I got it back in August. It's very personal to me. So these are my cards of the year. Okay. Let's take some deep breaths. I'm like nervous. I'm nervous, like I'm deciding my fate for the year. It's not that important. It's not that important. I don't know if I should have thought about this beforehand or not, but I haven't really like, I usually sit down and I do make like resolutions and that kind of thing. I do actually do that, but this year I haven't really felt like doing it for some reason. And I don't know if that's because I'm not meant to do it at all, or if it's just like I haven't really had that moment yet. Like, I don't know if I should have thought about that kind of stuff before this moment. I guess this is just to show you guys, like, yeah, you can be kind of haphazard with this shit. Like, you don't have to be super serious. Like, if you're a person that somebody watching this needs to hear this, if you think that like ritual is too big of a deal and you don't know if you're doing it right, so you end up like overthinking the whole process and not doing rituals because you want to do one, but you think that you're not doing it right. If that is, that's not right. That's not right. I don't know why, but that's not right. Maybe it'll come back up. If you're a person that has that thought process, don't worry about it. Seriously, just get in there and start going for it. And like, if it doesn't feel right, then you can always start over or try on a different day. But don't like tell yourself that you're not doing it right and stop yourself from doing it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Wow. I already know what that card is because I know which card has that little white spot on the back of it. I need to like color it in or something so that I can. Okay, what are we at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 4 more. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Those are my cards of the year. Holy shit, I'm kind of nervous. Okay, I'm gonna just like kind of mix them up and then spread them out to decide who is what here. This is January. So now is a good time. I will go ahead and I don't want to, I need to cover that one up because I know what it is. It's the 6 of Swords. I don't want to like be predetermined. So I need to like not look at them actually. There we go. We'll do it like this because I can't see the spot from this angle. So I don't know where it is. Okay, that's better. So this is January. January is not a month that we need a goddess and an animal spirit. Who is January? You are January? Okay. All right. So we're going to put you up here in the January area. February. This is February. February. This is February. Okay. This here is March. This is March. Okay. It's March is spring. April. This is April. There's that fucking 6 of Swords. This is April. Who else is April? This is April. Need to put this down here. This is fall, this is winter. Okay, May. I feel like I need to choose this one first for May for some reason. This is May, this is May, and this is May. Okay, can you guys see all that? Yes. Okay, I'm doing well. I'm only 24 minutes in. This isn't super long yet. And once I turn over the cards, it's not going to be that. Okay, June. So now we're ready This is June. So we need to set these aside. What else is June? What else is June? I feel like I just know where that Six of Swords is at this point, so I need to... I'm closing my eyes. Okay, this is June. This is June. Okay. July. This is July. I'm feeling that shaky feeling again. Maybe that's not July. This is July. This is July. Okay. This and this is July. August. This is August. And this is August. August was simple. August is simple. September. Okay, we're ready for fall. So that's already in its spot. This is September. There's that Six of Swords. I already know September is Six of Swords. Am I right? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. It's okay. I'm happy with Six of Swords energy. It's a comfortable place for me. Okay, sending that. That's December right there. Okay. Do we need to make more room here? Let's see if we can do that, right? That's not going to be off the screen. Okay. All right, where are we? October. This is October. And this is October. November. This is November. This is December. Obviously, this is the only one left here. Okay, so before we flip that over, I'm choosing from the Kali Oracle, which I haven't even edged yet, which is crazy. Usually I edge decks as soon as I get them. I've had this deck I've possibly had it like a month now, and I've been just really slowly choosing cards from it. I'm getting the like sense that this deck and I are going to have a pretty serious relationship. And so because Kali's my girl. Kali's my girl. And I know that this is a deck that is created by white folk, so it's not possibly going to be as powerful as it could be. However, it has been very powerful and usable for me so far. So far, I've only chosen like 4 cards from it. It's basically just like once a week or so, when I feel called, I choose a card and I keep it on my altar, and I'm just going through card by card. But I did put the whole deck back together for this because I want the whole deck to be present. So this is going to be my theme of the year from Kali. So I'm going to take a second and just kind of like reorganize everything. This is not in a pretty little circle like a lot of these are. A lot of these spreads are. I'm not going to spend too much time making this perfect because it actually looks different whenever for you, this shot looks different than it does for me right now for some reason with my phone. Like it looks like more of it is cut off than actually is. So I'm not going to worry too much about whether or not these are on screen because they're barely on screen for me, but they're probably very visible for you. Okay. Okay. So my theme of the year, besides like the Hermit card, which we'll see, it might even show up in these, from the Kali Oracle, is Mantra Shakti, card number 40. So I don't actually know, like, I haven't hit this card yet, and I'm just going through, like I said, card by card in a very slow manner. Like, I think I've only picked 4 cards from this deck so far, and I've had it like a month. So I don't know what that card means at all. I'm just going to write it down. I guess I should show you guys what I'm doing. I mean, obviously, I know that Shakti is like divine feminine energy, I think, is what that normally means. So that's kind of my theme of the year. Beautiful. Okay, let's do this, shall we? I'm nervous. My tarot card, maybe I should stand up for this. My tarot card and oracle card. And I picked the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I don't think I explained why I did that. I basically picked it because it just has like keywords on it. I find it to be a very neutral oracle deck. I use it in a lot of client readings. It's not like a particularly like, I don't have a huge connection to it, but I like that it's sort of like, for lack of a better term, generic in that it just has one keyword on it. I don't really consult the guidebook, so it's a good jumping off point for like a theme of a month for me. So my tarot card of the month of January will be Chariot and Truth. This is actually my favorite card from this deck. It's so beautiful. So that is my January 2021. And I am going to go ahead and just like write them down as we go. Oops. And truth. Okay. Nice. Nice. February. Oh, Three of Cups. I love Three of Cups energy. That already, like, I'm hoping that what this means is that by February I might have the vaccine and be able to like drink with my bitches again, to have that sort of coven energy. I'm sorry, my phone is not really focusing here. An adventure. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll get to go on a trip. Fuck yes. I'm happy about that. Three of Cups and adventure. Keep putting the lid back on. Like, okay, we're doing something here. Okay, so this is the beginning of spring. So we have an animal spirit card and a goddess card, as well as the tarot. Seven of Pentacles is our tarot card. My animal spirit for spring, Firefly, and my goddess. Oh, that is special to me because, like, I only picked 4 goddesses for the whole year. It could be anyone, but Bast is extremely important to me. So that is nice. And I'm also going to write down the little keyword because I'm not doing like a general oracle card for the months that are the beginning of a season. I am going to use that. So I will write that down. Okay, so far looking nice. I'm good with Seven of Pentacles energy, you know? We've got Firefly and Bast, which is play. Okay. So, this is not going to look the cutest, but whatever, that's fine. Okay, my tarot card for April. Ace of Pentacles and Listening. Isn't that a beautiful Ace of Pentacles card? You just like get that sense of beautiful possibilities there. I love it. I'm like kind of shaking because it's like, it's exciting, but it's also weird to like, I feel like I'm already doing this with an audience, even though I'm literally by myself in my closet like normal. Okay, now we're into May. This one's scary for me because there's an anniversary of a traumatic event in May, and it's actually a big one this year. It is the 10-year anniversary, May 22nd, of a tornado that destroyed my town. So it was a big fucking tower moment. So this could be a hard month for me just emotionally, because I have a feeling that my town is going to do a lot of anniversary events surrounding this thing. And that's like, in general, like people that like really like lean into like anniversaries of traumatic events. I don't understand why people do that. It's really upsetting and horrifying to me in general. So this could be a traumatic month for me. But Queen of Cups, that tells me that I'm going to have more emotional control than I was afraid of. Happy to see it. And divine timing. Okay, so it sounds like there's going to be some spirituality going on in May, which is nice. So let's write down our gorgeous Queen of Cups and divine timing. Okay. Now we have June, so this is the beginning of summer. 7 of Wands. So we've got 2 7s so far. I'm good with 7 of Wands energy. Salamander and Freya. Okay. So lots of fire energy. Salamander, Freya, and 7 of Wands for sort of my general summer theme. Seven of Wands, Freya, and Salamander. I'm gray sexual, so there's a reason that I'm not writing sexuality down here. Because it's not a thing I resonate with a lot in general. But hey, maybe I'll have a particularly sexy month in June. That'll be new and interesting for me. Okay, now we're on to July. 8 of Swords. Might be falling prey to some victim mentality in July. Beauty. Okay. Writing while standing. We'll see how that goes. My first sword card. And beauty. Beauty. Okay. Now we're on to August. Oh, strength. This is such a gorgeous strength card, isn't it? Strength is usually an emotionally difficult time for me. So I feel like the end of summer, we've got a little bit, I might have some emotional difficulties. But harmony, strength and harmony, that tells me I might be dealing with more of the positive side of strength. Maybe it's more like when I'm in the process of sorting through strength card moments, it's difficult, but sometimes strength comes up in I forgot I was going to write it down if it was a major arcana card. But if you're like, sometimes strength will come up when you're kind of at the end of that cycle. And whenever you are actually in the divine ending of a strength moment, it's very powerful. All right, September. So now we have the beginning of fall, and that is the 6 of Swords. And then our animal card is Sasquatch. I love it. And Inanna. Embracing the shadow, which is really like beginning of fall. That's kind of the perfect time for embracing the shadow and Sasquatch energy, to be honest. Okay. So we got 6 of Swords and Sasquatch. I love the word Sasquatch. So fun. And Inanna. Okay. Now this is October, so this will be when I have my birthday and when I am personally transitioning to a Wheel of Fortune year, right? Because it'll be 13 plus 2021, no, 13 plus 2022. So 40 to 55. Yes, okay. So this is when I'll be transitioning into a Wheel of Fortune year. Queen of Swords and Reflection. I usually do a lot of reflection around that time of year too. I mean, I do it at the end of the year and I do it around my birthday. Okay, so Queen. So lots of Swords cards right here in the middle, or towards the end, I guess. Queen of Swords and Reflection. Okay. November. Page of Wands. Oh, I love Page of Wands. That is a really good sign. That means I'm going to be in a good place in November. Freedom and Page of Wands. Yay for that. Okay, now December and winter. Hierophant. Okay. Chickadee. Oh, sweet. And that's like a winter bird, right? Like, don't you like when you think of a chickadee, you think of a chickadee like perched on like a wintry snow-covered branch or something. And then Hestia. Okay. All right. So, last one. What else we got over here? Chickadee. Whoops. Can't write chickadee today. Looks like chackadee. Looks like shackadee. Okay, so that is my year ahead spread. I have, let's just look at the like overall scenario here. We have 2 cups cards, 3 swords, 2 pentacles, 1, 2 wands, and then 3, 1, 2, 3 major arcana. All in like the beginning of the major arcana. Because we have Hierophant, Chariot, Strength, 5, 7, 8. And obviously like the overall theme of 9, which is Hermit. Interesting. Okay. Okay. There you go. This is my year ahead spread. I hope that you got something out of this. Whether this gives you some ideas on either what to do or what not to do for your own year ahead spread if you haven't done it yet. Or hopefully it was just fun to chill out with me and see my year ahead spread. It feels kind of personal that I'm showing you guys this. It's just cards though, you know, like even if you do end up doing your own year ahead spread and like the cards that you pull freak you out, it's just cards, you know. These things mean different things, you know. Sorry, that's very generic. These things mean different things. Yes. So I am now going to like, you know, put on some music and just spend some time with this and maybe like spread it out on my floor so I can see all the cards. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful new year. It is also the full moon. By the time you see this, the full moon will be tomorrow. So Tuesday the 29th. I mean, depending on where you are, full moon might be a little earlier or a little later. You can look that up for yourself. The incense stick is literally, it's burning out like right now. It's perfect timing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're interested in a full moon reading from me, I have a full moon reading for my patrons. The information for my Patreon is below. And I always have a full moon reading every month. And it's just any level of giving. So even if it's just $1 a month, you get access to those full moon readings. And I will see you guys in the next video.